Good morning everyone. Today we will start with creating a load balancer in AWS. So first of all, we'll talk about that in AWS load balancers are known as ELBs. ELB is known as Elastic Load Balancer. So in the category of Elastic Load Balancer, there are three type of load balancers. We are having Classic Load Balancer, which is also known as old generation of load balancers. Another one is known as Application Load Balancer, and third one is known as Network Load Balancer. So Network Load Balancer is for ultra high load. We are starting with Classic Load Balancer. So first of all, we will be needing two instances, because what Classic Load Balancer will do is Classic Load Balancer will distribute the traffic among the instances which are attached in the backend. So I'm creating two web servers, two internet facing servers. So we'll create server 1 and server 2. So I'm choosing Amazon Linux with 1 CPU, 1 GB RAM. On step number 3, in the last, which is advanced details, I'm putting a bootstrap script, Control A, Control C. I'll paste it, Control V. So it is written here, welcome to Intelio AWS class 1. I'll go to add storage. So 8 GB of storage is already there. Go to add tag. I'm specifying a name like web server 1. Go to configure security group. I need to add port number 80 here because we are filtering inbound traffic here, although it's not very good idea to put like enable it for everyone, but right now we are doing it. Review and launch, click on launch. This is the existing key pair, click on launch instance. So we have launched one web server. We'll be needing one more web server. We'll create one more web server. So we'll click on launch instance. I'm taking Amazon Linux again, taking it with 1 CPU, 1 GB RAM. Click on configure instance details. So we'll go to the advanced details. This time we'll put the bootstrap script, and this time I'm just changing it like welcome to Intelio AWS class 1, so that once we will do round robin with the help of the load balancer, you'll be able to see clearly that it is doing round robin. So this is web server 2. Go to configure security group. We'll add port number 80 again. Go to review and launch. Click on launch. This is the existing key pair which we are having. Clicking on launch instance. So the other instance is also ready. So first of all, I will show you that both the instances are working. So this is web server number 1, which is having a public IP. I'll copy this IP. I'll paste it into the browser, and you can see it is showing us welcome to Intelio AWS class 1. Then we are waiting for the other web server. It is also running now. I'll click on it, copy its public IP, which is a dynamic IP. I'll paste it here and press enter. So this is class 1, this is class 2, right? Now we are going to attach both of these instances behind a load balancer. So I'm clicking on load balancers. So starting a load balancer page can take some time. So we'll wait for it. So I'll click on create load balancers. I told you load balancers are known as ELBs, elastic load balancers. We are starting with classic load balancer. So I'm specifying the name of the load balancer. Let's suppose Intelio Flex Load Balancer. So it will work on port number 80. It's internet facing load balancer, it's not an internal load balancer. So I'll go to assign security group. So by default we are assigning a default security group. In this security group, port number 80 should be enabled. Only then your load balancer will work. So it is saying that you should have to use port number 443 HTTPS. Now health check is very important for a load balancer, because load balancer will keep on checking the health of these instances which are attached in the backend. Now here I am selecting both the instances which are there. If you want to create high availability kind of scenario, you can enable cross-zone load balancing. Add tag. If you want to assign a tag, you can assign a tag. Click on review and create. Click on create. So once the load balancer will be created, a DNS name will be assigned to the load balancer. And if your instances will keep on changing their IP addresses in the backend, that will not affect the load balancer. And your load balancer will keep on serving the requests till the time a single instance is running. So the next point is how you will come to know that your load balancer is running. So either you can see the state is active, or maybe you can wait for your instances to come up. So once you will be having 2 out of 2 instances in service, your load balancer will be running. So you are having so many options with the load balancer. You are having listeners, health check, monitor. You can add instances, you can remove instances, you can do a migration. So we'll talk about all these things in the other lecture. So my load balancer is doing a health check in the backend. So you can see 2 out of 2 instances are in service, and my load balancer should be ready by now. I'll take this DNS name, I'll paste it here in the browser, and you can see it is running. Welcome to Intel AWS class 1. If I'll reload it, it will take you to class 2. If you'll reload it again, 1, again 2. So this is doing a round robin. And that's it for this video.